Hello and welcome to another episode of News from the Gelding. Hello there, dear viewers. So it's been over a month since I last made a video. For various reasons I've just not been doing it. But I've been doing some things and I've got some new paintings to show you. If you want to just zip ahead to there's timestamps below. Just go there because I'm going to be talking about some other stuff first. So, right, let's see. Yes, so I had this month-long bloody cold thing, but I got over that fine after a month. And then I had my third booster jab, yet another dose of vaccine in my old body. So I had the AstraZeneca last time, two of those, and then this time it was a Moderna one. And once again, I felt like hell for 2 days. Every time, I just don't feel very good. Ironically, at the same time I was recovering from getting the jab, my partner, Vanessa, actually got COVID at work, which is really, really bad luck. Fortunately, she's fine. She's doing well. It's almost 2 weeks now since she had that. It started off, it's more like a cold, I suppose, and flu-y kind of feeling, and of course the persistent cough. But she hasn't had any difficulties as such. Nothing more than paracetamol being taken. But the only thing is now she's completely lost her sense of taste, which is quite a common side effect, apparently, from having COVID. Hopefully that returns soon. It's bloody miserable not being able to taste anything. So anyway, she's doing fine. I'm fine as well. So despite the fact that I had my third booster at the same time as she actually contracted COVID, I've tested negative ever since. I've been testing myself every day. And no, I'm fine, which is very odd considering that we didn't know that she had COVID for about 3 days. So the NHS app pinged her. It was so she got it at work. A number of people had it, and yeah, so we were in close proximity for those 3 days. She was nursing me back to health from my booster, and all the while she had COVID. But anyway, yeah, we're both fine. So there we are. Nothing to worry about there. Yeah, so anyway, what have I been doing? I've been doing some painting, but not a great deal of it. I've done 4 new paintings, but I did them within about a week. A couple of weeks ago I did them, and I did some finishing touches to them yesterday, day before. But anyway, I'm going to show you those now. But first of all, I'm just going to say I've got another commission. So I'm doing another one from a friend of the show, Dick Splash. So it's in the back there. I'm currently doing, it's another portrait one, family one for family friends. So that's currently cooking. It's a bit of a tricky one, this one. But yeah, I'm up for the challenge. I've got to get it done before Christmas. So yeah, I'm just waiting for a layer to dry now. One of the miseries of working with oil paints, you've just got to keep waiting for the damn layers to dry. But anyway, there we are. It's in the it's cooking away. So right, let's get to it. The first one I'm going to show you is the one that's hiding behind me, and as you can probably see, it's a little bit naughty, and it's bloody massive. So I'll just bring it over. There's bits of it that's still wet, so I've got to be careful. But it's a great big bottom. Hello. Right, so I've done a number of these in the past, and I do them because I've always found them quite interesting, the way I like to frame a scene between the legs of a young lady. But they tend to sell quite well, so I keep doing them. So whenever I get a square canvas, I'll I might do one. And this is the largest one I've done to date. It was quite a mission. So in the middle of this one, you might be able to see there's a ship there in the distance, or a single-sailed yacht to be more specific. So I'm calling this one Beach Bum. So this is on a canvas that I originally bought for the last Dick Splash commission. Unfortunately, there's a dent in the bottom of it. But I thought, rather than throwing the bloody canvas away, I'll just do one of those and see if someone wants to buy the thing. I don't know what I'm going to charge for it yet. It's very large and it's very heavy. So it's a little bit pricey to post, because I offer free postage, so I'm going to have to take that into account. Now, okay, there's that one. Beach Bum. So what else have I been doing? So I've got my little rack here, which I've shown on a previous episode. I made this out of cardboard. It's a drying rack that I made. So I'll just do this one first. This isn't actually a painting. It's just I've done a little a painting study, I suppose you could say. It's just practicing clouds, really. So I tried to do this in one go. And it was tricky, and I'm going to do it in 2 layers or so. This is for the new commission. This is just a detail. This won't feature in the painting as such, but I just wanted to play around with the colour palette that I'll use for the background. So there we are, just some clouds. I'm not going to be able to sell that as a painting unless someone wants some clouds. But it's, yeah. Sometimes you just got to practice something if you don't really know what you're doing, which I don't tend to know. Right, next one. This one was originally a painting called Skylark, which is an abstract painting I did back along over the top of what was previously another painting, which I'll probably show here. Neither of them ever sold. So, I mean, I was trying to sell the abstract one for 20 something and no one wanted it. So I thought, right, I'll do something on top of that. So here we are. I've done a nice face here. Yeah, it's tricky to show. It keeps lots of reflective surfaces on this one because there's quite a thick impasto in the background. And then I painted over the top, which is a little bit tricky. Oh, that looks a bit better there. There you go. I quite like her expression. Quite odd. She's thinking about something. Who knows what? Anyway, there we are. I don't know what... I'm probably just going to call this one Skylark again. But there we are. There's Skylark. I don't know what I'm going to sell this one for either. It'll be on eBay within the next week, I suppose. But let me know if you want it. I'll give you a discount. A special news from the Gelding discount. What else? Okay, we've got 2 more. This is the next one. Okay, this one here is another kind of it's I don't know if she's Japanese or Chinese, I'm not quite sure, but Asian, East Asian. Another nude. Now I took this image from a free image. I use websites for artists' painting resources. So this was one of the, amongst hundreds of photographs. This one I really liked the posture. The fact that she happened to be Japanese or Chinese was pure coincidence. I just liked the pose. Yes, I normally paint Japanese women. Just yeah, there we are. Yeah, quite nice. I was fairly happy with this one, but it was a right bastard to paint. So we've got interesting light sources. The light's coming from over here, obviously. But we've got some other reflections going on here on the underside of the thigh and around the buttocks. There's a little bit odd lighting going on there. And the foot was tricky. But anyway, I like the challenge of these things. And every time I feel as though I'm getting slightly better. I don't worry quite as much now when I'm beginning a new painting. It's all about practice. Lots of practice. Okay, so the last one There's another there's a Japanese lady. So this is I've done 3 of these before. This isn't the last one I'm going to do of this series of it's kind of a Japanese bathing, Japanese onsen. So yeah, she's just sitting there in a hot spring bath. So I previously did this. The whole background was an abstract painting I did back along, just with no idea what was going to go on top of it, and I thought this worked quite well on that background. So that's what I did. Once again, it's tricky painting something like this on top of such a busy background, and one that's quite dark as well, especially when you're using quite light skin tones on top of it, but it seems to have worked okay. Sometimes it can be an absolute nightmare when you're blending tonally from a slightly darker flesh tone, like on this shoulder here, to a lighter one, and suddenly the background starts coming through and it adds another tonal value to something that you're trying to control otherwise through the paint, and that can be a right bastard. The last finishing touch I did yesterday is the highlights on the hair. Easier to do once it's dried. Anyway, those paintings are all going to be on eBay soon. My shop of choice, just because I tend to get lots of people looking at it and buying it eventually. Link down below if you fancy buying one.
Tell them about my eBay shop too, please.
Yes, of course, yes. Sir Percival's got his own eBay shop as well, and where he sells various wand paraphernalia. It's actually pornographic wood carvings, actually. He calls them wands, but
they are not penises, they are wands.
They're pornographic, Sir Percival. There's no doubt about that. Anyway. Okay, let's call it that a day. I'm going to do another video soon. I've got a couple of books that I've read recently that I quite like, and I'm going to review them. Incidentally, I am another chap on YouTube. He subscribed to me recently. I'll put a link down below if you want to check this out. But so I subscribed back, and I was looking for his videos, and one of the first videos, I saw my face on it. I thought, hey, what the hell's going on here? And he had ripped my review of Fifth Head of Cerberus, the last book review I did. And so he had ripped it, and he was commenting on my review of Fifth Head of Cerberus. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh shit, he's a troll. He's causing trouble here. He's gonna take the piss out of it. But well, I got Vanessa to watch it first because I'm quite a fragile soul, and she said no, it's very positive. So I watched it, and it was quite nice. Quite a nice chap. I say he's quite nice because he was saying nice things about me, so he must be nice, yeah. So anyway, I'll put a link down below if you want to watch him critiquing my review of that book. There we are. That was a nice surprise. Yeah. So a couple more book reviews coming from me, and if I manage to do any other paintings soon, I'll show those too. I've got 4 paintings on the go, but they've been on the go for, I don't know, almost a year. I just can't be asked to do them. So yeah, I'll show you one of those if I manage to get one done. Anyway, other than that, it's time for me to say cheerio. Say goodbye, Sir Percival.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, that was actually quite a nice goodbye. Thank you, Sir Percival.
Now fuck off, swine! Ooh. Tell them about my eBay shop too, please. They are not penises, they are wands. It's been an absolute pleasure. Now fuck off.